and welcome to this week's Career Coffee Chat. My name is Sarah, and I'm a Career Success Center Assistant at Humber North. In today's session, Ashvini will be joining us to talk about co-curricular record credits, also known as CCR credits, and how they can help you boost your resume. So thank you so much, Ashvini, for joining us. She is the coordinator for co-curricular programs. And yeah, we've been working together since January, I believe. And thank you for coming in today and sharing your knowledge with us.
Thank you for inviting me to share my knowledge.
Maybe you can tell us a bit about how long you've been working at Humber and your role and what you do. Yeah.
So I've been at Humber about 7 years in various roles. So I actually started off as a work study student at the Career Center where I was helping with resumes and cover letters. And I really made sure to maintain my relationship with the center and all my managers, my coworkers. And thanks to that, I actually was able to come back after graduation on a project basis. So I helped with a couple projects here and there, and then just built my network and experience. And then eventually I am finally in a position which I'm kind of settled in and enjoying. So I'm currently the co-curricular record coordinator. So it's almost like a certification. If students haven't heard of it, it's a certification which kind of validates the experiences students have on campus. So for example, if it is maybe a workshop that a student might have attended, or maybe an extracurricular activity that they've done, they can add it to their certificate. So it's a kind of a document that they have when they go into, for example, a scenario would be they are applying to a job and they have their co-curricular records showing they have this specific skill or knowledge set. So that's what I'm here to talk a bit more about today.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think it's a really good thing to have for sure, and like help boost your resume. So I'm excited for students to learn more about it because I feel like not a lot of students do know about it. Yeah, so you covered what CCR credits are. So maybe we can go more into how they can help students. Like, why should a student get a CCR credit or look into doing that?
Right. So it's honestly such a great benefit to have, like our Humber having this opportunity for students to certify their experiences. So one thing, just being once a student myself and a work study student at Humber, one of the most, like, the biggest advice I can give you is take advantage of every opportunity on campus, as many as you can. Any learning or volunteer or job opportunities, if you can take advantage, I highly recommend it. It definitely kind of built my experience, my skill set, my resume, and even more importantly, my network on campus. So what CCR does is there's so much going on campus. So we have so many workshops with our different campus partners. So Student Life, we have our different departments in PALS, Writing Center, Math Center. We have all of that going on where they offer workshops and other mentorship experiences. So majority of those experiences that we have on campus can be CCR certified. And we'll get into how students can find out if an experience is CCR certified. So if I'm a student and I decide to take a workshop or decide to be a mentor for PALS, for example, I can look into see if this has been CCR certified. And let's just say my end career goal is to be an advisor or a counselor or consultant, where person-to-person relationship is very important. And to prove that, I can add to my job applications the CCR document, which states I have experience as a peer mentor, and this experience brings competencies or skill sets which I can transfer onto this experience. So those skill sets could be communication skills, it could be reading, writing. Those are all under the communication skill sets. It could be leadership, relationship management, global citizenship. So a lot of opportunities to elaborate on the actual skill sets that you've gained from this experience. So that's where the value comes. And then on top of that, it also helps the students kind of create a connection between that experience and that and their career goal or the job they're applying to. So it makes them a stronger applicant to that job. So I'm hoping that answered your question, but it's really like understanding how you can make the connection between your experiences on campus to your future career goal. And there's definitely every experience counts and every experience connects to your future career goal. So that's kind of the trick in how to figure out how to make that connection and then present it during an interview or even in your portfolio documents. And we also have other campus services such as advising and career services where we have advisors or our career support peers who can kind of help students kind of make that connection between all their experiences to their job application or future career goal.
I'm so happy we have that like at Humber. I think that's really unique, and it's important to get that hands-on experience for sure, and then using it on your resume, and for your future career, just having those skills is really, really beneficial.
Yeah.
So maybe we can talk more about how students can know like whether an experience is CCR certified.
Yeah, so they can actually start by going on the CCR website. So once they're there, they can look through a database of existing experiences. And then we have a bunch of resources, video resources showcasing how students can kind of go navigate the system. It is very user-friendly. And if not, if they don't feel like going on the website, they can also reach out to maybe a department that they're interested in, saying, do you have any experiences available? And they can also, like if they already are working or if they've already done a workshop, they can reach out to the facilitator to find out, hey, is this CCR certified, and can I add it to my certificate? But I would 100% recommend going on the CCR website. So just to share the website URL, actually students can kind of start by going on the Student Life website. Because there's a lot of more detailed information there. So the URL is humber.ca/student-life/CCR. So it's a bit long, but it kind of is a great page to get a little bit more information on what CCR is, and find resources on how to navigate the site, and then also find out about our Skills Quest program, which is a kind of identifying the strengths and goals that can come out of an experience. So that's kind of what we were talking about before. So we have a dashboard of multiple experiences on campus, and sorry, when I say dashboard, I meant database. So we have not only workshops, but maybe due to the certain situation right now with COVID, we have a lot of on-campus partners who are turning to virtual experiences. So you don't have to just be on campus now. We've actually kind of adjusted to accommodate and make sure students still have the opportunity to take part in experiences and learning opportunities. And one that's coming up maybe for new students who are joining Humber in September, we'll be having some CCR certified orientation workshops and learning opportunities. So that's something for them to look out for. So right away, you'll be coming into campus with some CCR certified experiences. So that's a great kind of start. And just like you're doing, being involved and listening to live events or reaching out to campus departments helps students stay on top of things and find out about other experiences, right? So it's a great way to be proactive. So I hope that answered that.
Yeah, definitely did. Thank you for all that. I wanted to know, I want to go more into like the COVID situation and how that is affecting the CCR credits. So I know that I think in September everything is going to be online. So are all the CCR credits now online come September 2020?
So any new CCR experiences, since we've kind of shifted it into a work from home situation, might be coming in on a work from home or virtual basis. So we're encouraging our campus staff and faculty members to think of virtual options, and they're really trying to accommodate for all students. So that's been great. So that's something that if a student maybe might see an opportunity where a previous experience, which was originally given on an in-person basis, maybe that they can take the duty to kind of say, hey, why don't we do this on a virtual basis, right? So I'm sure it can be accommodated. So right now we're seeing more virtual opportunities coming up. So online courses, um, social media contests, or anything like that. So there's creative ways to do it. So that's been great so far. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's good to hear that they're still offering that in a virtual way,
Mhm.
because this is just such an unpredictable situation. Like, we don't know when we're going back to campus. So I know that can be a little stressful for students,
Yeah.
but it's good to know that they can still get those experiences in a virtual way, and they don't have to lose out on that experience just
Yeah.
because they're not on campus. Yeah.
Exactly. So another thing I wanted to add is that now with the times have changed with COVID, the shift from working in person to now working in a very digital, virtual world. Um, One thing that CCR has been built to do is to show those shifts in how you use your skills and how your skills have developed. So if students were to go on the dashboard, they can also search for experiences that focus on digital fluency, for example. So this way they can now take part in some experiences that focus on the more virtual setting, so they can showcase that on their resume or on their CCR certificate, saying that, hey, look at me now. I have that proof that I was able to make a smooth transition between the in-person kind of setting to a more virtual setting. So there's a lot of competencies that we've kind of built, structured so that everything is kind of addressed. Another skill that kind of comes from this is that with CCR and with anything in your career, the ability to make a connection between where you are right now to where you want to go. What CCR does is it helps focus on those competencies. So if you were to go look at an experience, it'll showcase these are the competencies or the skill sets that are kind of highlighted from this experience. So this is what you'll gain from this experience. So now you'll be able to kind of see, okay, these are the skill sets that I got from this workshop. How is it going to benefit me from moving into pivoting into a new career path or making a career change? So that is a skill set that CCR will kind of bring light to, but also career services can support students in kind of finding that connection.
So, can you maybe give us some examples of just some of the activities? I think you may have given a few before, but like some of the CCR credits that you have seen.
Examples of current experiences that are CCR certified on our system are peer assisted learning support with the PALS team. We also have men's basketball extramural, so anything with athletics. We have international student services and marketing. So those are actual roles where students are gaining marketing experience and skill sets. We also have CYC programs, Spring Open House, Skills Canada, Ontario Baking Competition. We have dodgeball drop-in intramurals. So you can see a very diverse and wide set of experiences that are CCR certified already, and in multiple industries as well. So we have science rendezvous, research support. So you could already have some experiences that are under your belt already that you've done throughout your years at Humber that might already be CCR certified. So what I would recommend is, again, going onto our catalog, CCR catalog on our website, and just skimming through to see if that experience is already existing. And if you find that it's not, then feel free to reach out to us. Our email is ccr@humber.ca. And just check in with us if you want to find out, hey, I completed this experience last semester. Can I find out if it is CCR certified to add it to my record? And another great thing about the CCR record is it's very customizable. So for example, you might have maybe about 10 to 15 experiences that you have completed on campus. So you might be getting ready to go for your job, but you want to customize a record so that it is only relevant to the job that you're currently applying to. So you don't want it to be cluttered with too much information. So you
Yeah.
can definitely do that. You can customize your CCR record. You can remove and add whatever you want to that record. So when you print it out, it's only relevant information on there. So you can take it to the interview or showcase it to the employer. So
Yeah.
that's the great thing about it. Yeah.
That's great.
Hmm.
That brought me to the next question. As so, once the CCR credits are completed, how do students like access that, and how do they showcase that?
Yeah, so they can go into their account on CCR. They should already have access to it if they're currently enrolled in courses, and they can print and, sorry, download or customize before downloading and then print the actual CCR certificate. You can
Okay.
also save it as a PDF if you'd like,
Mhm.
because during this time, most things are probably going to be done through on a virtual basis. So you can definitely save it as a PDF and add it to your application documents when applying to jobs. So it definitely is an extra way of recognizing all the experiences that you took part in on campus, making it all count towards your career goals. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that because I feel like sometimes even on a resume, when you're wanting to add all those experiences, it can make the resume like super long if you've had a lot of experiences and maybe you want to go into detail about them. But with the CCR record, printing it out and then you can also customize it to include certain experiences and not others,
Hmm.
um, is really awesome and unique. And I think that an employer would definitely appreciate that and like something like that.
Exactly. And a lot of the students right now, you might feel like there's a lot of competition and job application processes. So you have to think out of the box or find out ways to present all your skill sets that you've gained. And CCR is definitely one of the other ways that you can do that. So it's a professional certified document and it has a signature from like Humber showcasing its validity. So now you can share it to an employer saying, hey, this is what I have done on campus that's relevant to this job, which also highlights the specific skill sets that I've improved on. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a great tool. And again, it kind of comes back to my initial point where I mentioned take advantage of everything on campus because it will benefit you for sure in your career goal. And I like to say that I'm an example of that because I started off as a work study student here at Humber, and I know a lot of current full-time staff members or people involved in projects at Humber might have started off as work study students,
Yeah.
and it definitely is a perk to building your career path. So I definitely encourage that. Obviously, things might be a little bit harder on finding those opportunities, but CCR is a great place to start where you can access the catalog to find out what's available.
I agree. Yeah, that's great. Thank you so much for sharing that information. I think that's going to be very helpful for students, and it's good to know that they still have the option to build their CCR credits even in a virtual way. So yeah, that's awesome. And I'll include the links as well throughout this presentation so that students can access the website and the email as well.
Hmm.
And is there anything else that you'd like to share?
Definitely recommend is checking out what services are on campus. So checking out the Student Life website and just identifying the different supports and on-campus services that are accessible to students. Um, and then following them on social media, finding ways that you can stay connected. So if an opportunity does come up that might be CCR certified, you'll be notified right away. I think one thing that students I hope they know is that our staff members work really hard to bring a lot of opportunities to them to benefit them when in their career and make that transition out of campus. So we do try our best to accommodate, even with the current situation, like make sure that there are opportunities available for everyone. If there are accommodation issues, maybe virtual options aren't working for you, for students to always address it, and we'll try our best to accommodate. Um,
Mhm.
and yeah, we, like our slogan says, we got you. So we try and do as much as we can to support students.
That's
Mhm.
amazing. All right, awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your knowledge on CCR and how it can help students. I hope that this was super helpful for all the students watching. And thank you again, Ashvini. We'll talk soon. And yeah, everyone have a good rest of your day. Thank you.
Thank you.